How's everybody doing? This is Ira Anthony. I appreciate you guys for stopping by to check out my first ever movie review. This one will be on Captain Marvel. I will do the spoiler free. Doing this more so for practice for future movie reviews, but this one will be spoiler free, and I'm sure most of you have probably already seen this movie by now. For those who haven't, you're definitely safe. I won't reveal anything that's intricate to the plot. Just kind of, quick summary of what the movie's about and how I felt about things, pros and cons, and then I will give it a quick rating towards the end. So a little bit of my credibility. I've seen every single Marvel movie as they were released, so I never had to go back to go watch it. Starting back in 2008 with Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk.
Do you want a cookie?
Going into Captain Marvel, I was never really impressed with the trailers of this movie. I didn't think I was going to be a big fan of it. But there's also a lot of people who weren't going to like this movie no matter what because it was, I guess, technically a feminist movie. I really don't care about that. I just really want to watch a really good movie and continue the story in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I've grown to be a big fan of. So, what the movie's about, Brie Larson stars as Captain Marvel. She is a Kree warrior, and the Kree is a technologically advanced alien race, and they will be fighting the bad guys of this movie, which is the Skrulls. The Skrulls are shape-shifting extraterrestrial, kind of more of your stereotypical green-skinned Martian beings. Throughout this movie, she will also have internal struggles where she tries to piece together her own identity. So let's get right into it. Things that I liked about the movie. I love Samuel L. Jackson and Nick Fury. And by the way, Marvel did a really good job of de-aging him and making him look good. I couldn't really tell a difference. A lot of people were really impressed with how well they did the CGI to make him look younger. I remember Cavill Superman, the mustache. It was terrible. Don't know why they did it still to this day. But they did a really good job. There were still times like in the trailer where, because Samuel Jackson is a 7-year-old man, when he bent down to pat the cat, he bent down like an old man. But aside from that, I think Marvel did a really good job. But I love the young Nick Fury. He's a little less serious. Not so, Nick Fury doesn't trust anyone. But this one, he was a lot more welcoming, a lot more charismatic, showed more of his character before he became the Nick Fury, which we still grown to love. But it was really fun seeing him. What was his name? Middleton? Can't think of his name right now. But this other, this actor, he was one of the antagonists in this movie. He literally plays a bad guy in every movie. He was in, I want to say Dark Knight. No, he was in Dark Knight Rises, Ready Player One. This terrible Robin Hood movie I just saw, which all Robin Hood movies are terrible. But yeah, this guy is always a villain. And I think he was in a Star Wars movie. I think it was Rogue One. But this guy's always a bad guy. This movie doesn't change a thing. I love the role that he played in this movie. It was great. I love the Skrulls. The Skrulls were awesome. And there was a couple twists in this movie that I also enjoyed that I didn't see coming. Like, if I see a twist coming, I don't think it's a good twist. It's not really a twist if everyone can see it happen a mile away. But there was a twist that I was like, most people probably didn't see that one coming, and I appreciated it. What I didn't like about this movie, well, grab a pen. So Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, I wasn't really impressed with her role. At times, her acting was very stale. And maybe I'm also spoiled with all these Marvel movies because she seemed really replaceable with any other actress that could take that role and do just as well. I'm not going to put all the blame on her. A lot of this could be due to direction. But when I think of the core of the Marvel universe, you got Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. I can't think of a better person to play that role. Chris Evans. I can't think of a better actor to play that role of Captain America. Chadwick Boseman. Same thing for Black Panther. And, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson. With all those people, I'm totally satisfied with who they casted to play those roles. With her, she was very replaceable. There was times where, they let you in a little bit more of her character. She had some, funny dialogue, but I don't think it was still delivered well. It was like, okay, got you. She's just been a little smart ass. That's kind of cute, I guess. But it wasn't a lot of redeeming qualities that I personally appreciated. Other things I didn't like, I thought the pacing was fine. Sometimes it got a little slow. And then there were other characters that Captain Marvel interacted with and we were supposed to care, and I didn't. I wasn't really empathetic with any of the characters, and anything could have happened and I really could care less. As far as like power scaling, they really hyped this character up to be the strongest hero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I didn't see any feats that would justify that claim. Thor, he took a neutron star to the chest and lived to tell about it.
Barely.
I don't see her doing that. Like, yeah, she was powerful, but at the same time, I don't feel the stakes were ever that high in this movie. When you're talking about heroes, and especially superheroes, you always want the threat, the villain, more powerful than the expectations of the hero. That's what makes them super. And I never felt that. I felt like, it was almost, a cakewalk for her. Also, style. This is something I usually don't care about too much, but this movie didn't really have its own identity. There was times where, and I've seen other reviews, they refer to it as a buddy cop movie, more so in the second act. I can definitely see that. It's kind of like X-Files. I really didn't appreciate the visuals. Sometimes it was really murky and nebulous. I'm thinking Marvel, thinking bright colors and everything, and I really appreciate the CGI that they did with Captain Marvel. But when I think of style, I think of Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Iron Man. They all had their own identity. They all had their own style and vibe and feel. This movie didn't really have that. It could have really been any movie. Overall, I guess it's time for me to rate this movie, and this is how I'll be rating the movie. Those of you familiar with NBA 2K, I'll be using the difficulty as my format to rate these movies. So think of a 1 through 5 rating, as 1 being the worst, progressing up to a 5. You have a rookie level, a pro level, an all-star level, a superstar, and Hall of Fame. I'm going to give this movie an all-star rating. Despite of all the things I said I didn't like about it, the movie did keep me engaged the entire time. I definitely think it's worth watching at least once.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
It's not, a lot of people saying it's really bad. It's not that bad. It's not Green Lantern, Daredevil bad. It's not quite as good as Doctor Strange in my opinion, but I would put it right in that ballpark. I think the movie was fine. It was enjoyable, but there's too many things to get us to a higher level. So like I said, I give this an all-star rating that will kind of translate to like a 6.8 out of 10 or 3 out of 5, however you want to put it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you like the movie? Did you love the movie? Did you hate the movie? Why? Did you agree with any of these points that I made? And why I have your attention? I hope you really enjoyed this movie review, and I plan to get better at these as time goes by. So let me guys know what you think down in the comments. Please subscribe right now. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Please subscribe. All it takes is 5 seconds. There we go. 1. Nope. Are you subscribing? Do it, please. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, please, thank you for subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up, and like I said, go down in the comments. Let me know what you think. More content on the way, and I'll be dropping a spoiler-free movie review of Jordan Peele's Us next.